Hail, bird of prey. 5. Hail, Karuga.
Kapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Karuga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
If you come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. If you're here to make war, we surrender.
Both good. The important thing is I'm meeting new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. And that means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird O' Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Bird O' Prey 5, Kupla, and welcome to Bed Life for Friday, October 20th, 2023, TBIF. Another Friday is upon us. 10 days from October 30th. You know what day October 30th is? It's a Monday. It's a very special Monday. I don't know if you'll figure it out, but maybe I'll tell you what it is. If you're back here on October 30th, and God willing, I'm here on October 30th. Although I'm not sure. I never planned that far ahead, and I'm on antibiotics, so I'm having a shitty time. Not physically so much, although that's part of it. But yeah, it's not one of my better days nor weeks, so I apologize in advance. John Meyer, first in the chat. Applaud John Meyer. But John Meyer, comment a little too close to making fun of something that the Secret Service might come a knocking about. So not going to repeat it, but welcome, John Meyer. Richie Poole, second in the chat with 2 alpacas. Mr. Lodell's Groovy Movies says Kapla Mechleth to the Batleth to the groin. That would be a double leth to the groin. Richie Poole says Batleth to the big toe on the right foot. Ouch, that would hurt. And Richie Poole puts in the mom O'Prey, sis O'Prey, nephew O'Prey, and sassy emojis. And Richie also says, Bird, have you ever thought for running for Speaker of the House? I hear there's a vacancy. Not really too interested in that, Richie. I just feel like I'd be a target. Addie Goes Places says Joe is too famous to log into Discord anymore. So now this is the only way I get to speak to him. I apologize, Addie. I closed Discord down on a reboot the other day, and I forgot to restart it, but I did do that now. So you can message me on Discord. Of course, I'm not going to answer while I am streaming, but I'll see it at least. Kronos yells first, and Richie Poole says Discord is dead to him. Kronos says, Poole, does it stink? Hello, world. Eastland Burkholder, hello, Eastland, kapla. Richie Poole says, hashtag ban Kronos. Gorilla says, gotta lurk, busy today. No problem, Gorilla. Thanks for coming by. Dan Ben is here, says hello to Kronos. Kronos is a mechleth to the groin. Don't worry about it, Kronos. Don't worry about it. Kronos says hey to Eastland. Jedi Bill says hello, brother warrior, Bird of Prey 5. And all should hail Karoga. Kapla, Jedi Bill. I hope you're doing well. Kronos says hey and lurk, gorillas. Kronos says hey to Dan and brother warrior. Yvette says good evening, Bird and everyone. Good evening from the lovely Yvette. Taylor Swift, greater than Disney Star Wars, puts in the turquoise emojis, the turquoise man, waving man emoji. Welcome, Taylor Swift. Kronos says hey to Yvette. Kronos says hey again to Taylor Swift, who was probably just over at Antiderivative Jill's stream. She streamed today the Enterprise, Star Trek Enterprise Season 2 episode, Dead Stop. That was with the spooky space station that comes back to life, even after Archer tries to destroy it for no good reason. Mr. Miles, hey, Mr. Miles, just stopping in to say hello. Well, hello, Mr. Miles. Why don't you hang around? I hope you're doing well, Mr. Miles. Yvette says yo to the slug, who is Kronos. Kronos says hey again to Mr. Miles. Words and pictures says Kapla Bird. Good to hear you. Good to be here. Good to see you, words and pictures. And LDG at hashtag free the net says happy Friday to all. Welcome, LDG. Kronos says this is not Monday. Monday. No, it is not. Not today, but in 10 days. 10 days from today will be Monday the 30th. I will give you a hint. A very special episode of Deep Space Nine premiered on October 30th. Monday. Many years ago, but this Monday, the October 30th, is the anniversary of a premiere of a very special Deep Space Nine episode. Jedi Bill says hello, words and pictures. Mr. Miles is Bird, what's wrong? Are the orphans revolting? I wish they were revolting. That would be easy to fix. No, Mr. Miles, it's my body. It's given out to deal with antibiotics and all sorts of physical issues. To all the people who think your health is your most important thing is just a stupid saying. It is indeed true. Your health is the most important. Bruno says you have diseases. Yes, unfortunately I do. Pop Culture Curator says hello to everyone. Hello, Pop. Dan Ben says October 26th, Seth MacFarlane will be 50 years old. Wow. I hope a very happy birthday to Seth MacFarlane. Mike Richards, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. How are you doing? Kronos is Vertebrae 5. We need a Mamo Prey tail. Tail of Prey. I don't know, Kronos. It's up to her. Hakeem says, Kapla Bird in chat. I can't believe it's Friday already. Yeah. Every day, it's crazy. Every day comes quicker and quicker than the day before. Pop Culture Curator says, Kapla Bird of Prey. Hope you and the family are well. Sorry you've been absent lately. Dealing with medical issues. Oh, Pop. I understand. Believe me, I understand. There's nothing you need to apologize for. Medical issues, they take the life out of you. Not only that you're having them, but just dealing with them. And they don't make it easy. Nothing's easy. It's like, for whatever reason, society, the industry has just chosen to make it harder to fight, to fix, to figure out what's wrong with you. It's like, no. Mama Bray says it all started with insurance. I believe it too. Years ago, Mama Bray said the insurance company didn't run your health, the doctor did. And I agree. I mean, if there was no insurance, doctors wouldn't be able to charge more than people could pay. No, but still, the insurance companies were there, but they didn't have to say and what tests you got. So that's Mama Pray. The medical profession still. I'll go a step further and say F the insurance companies. Then prices wouldn't be out of control. Hakeem says, hey to Kronos. Kronos says, I worry. I like my groin. Well, Kronos, then stay away from Batlet. Pleasant Valley Picker, Canada says, hello, Bird and chat. Hello, PvP. Kronos says, hey. PvP says, Dead Stop is great. It was. It was, and it is a good Enterprise episode. Dan Van says, I have more medical creams that I have to use. I had to organize them and put them in a box. We have more than one box for various creams and what's not. And there's bandages, there's all types. Dan Van says, I wish Star Trek would have done a follow-up to Dead Stop. Yeah, I suspect had they gone the full 7 seasons, there would have been a follow-up. Mr. Miles forgot to say hello back to Kronos. Kronos says, I can't count to 10. I'm sorry to hear that, Kronos. Kronos says, Mr. Miles, it's good to be ignored and banned. Kronos says, Bird, are you high? I am absolutely not. I can assure you that. Daniel's Hot Topic says, hello, Bird. Hello, Dan. Daniel says, it's getting chilly out here in Canada. Miss Londell says, the siege of AR-558. No, No, it's not the anniversary of the siege of AR 558. Daniel says hello to Kronos. Kronos says Seth is older than me, apparently. JP's, Cutfly JP's, says, what's up, nerds and turds? Gorilla's Random Thought says, if it's the episodes that turns Quark into a woman, Prophet and Lace? No, it is not Prophet and Lace. Dan Bend, and Dan Ben has it figured out. DS9 rejoined October 30th, 1995. And then Trials and Tribulations was November 4th, 1996. But no, it is correct. We will be celebrating Rejoin today, 10 days from today. The episode that introduced Kissing Dax rejoined October 30th, 1995. Pleasant Valley Picker, Canada, says, agree, Bird, health is important. As I age, I need to think about moving to an assisted living place. Hate the thought, as have affordable 2-bedroom apartment. I don't want to leave. Well, Pleasant Valley Picker, Mamo Pray's sister recently moved into an assisted living place, and it's a very nice, beautiful place. She has friends now. She has a social life again, and she doesn't have to deal with all that crap, all the everyday stuff that nobody wants to deal with. To be honest, I think a lot of people, especially a lot of millennials and Gen Zers, would want to live in a assisted living community. I understand older people who value their freedom, who value their privacy. You don't want to have to put other people in charge of things. But the reality is, Donald Price saying, there comes a point in your life where it's probably for the best. Okay, Donald Price, did that trigger a tale?
Of course that triggered.
So there you go. See, Kronos.
Who said that?
That was Pleasant Valley Picker, Canada.
Canada. Well, hi everyone. Happy Friday, I think. Yes, it's Friday. Okay. Actually, I don't know what it's like in Canada, and maybe it's better, but here in the States, and at least I can speak of New York and Florida, and if it's the same there, it's probably pretty much the same all over. The medical, most people either disabled or 65 or older, no matter what other insurance they may have, most people take Medicare. And then at some point, if you need to go into long-term care, many people, no matter what their income or assets, apply for Medicaid. So then you'd have Medicare and Medicaid. If it's a short term, I don't know, under 100 days that you need to go into a rehab facility, if you have Medicare and a supplementary policy, that takes care of it. If you have private insurance, if you're working, and that's a whole different story. Each insurance policy is different, but the government issued Medicare and then Medicaid addresses short-term care and nursing home or long-term care in your home. They pay very little, if anything, for assisted living. It's a big gap, a very big gap in our policies. But from what I understand, if you get into an assisted living facility and can afford to pay for it with your income or your assets, once you're there, they let you stay there, even if your health falls below what they would accept you for originally. Like Bird, unfortunately, would not be accepted in any assisted living, even if he could pay their monthly bill, because he needs more care than they normally give. My sister just went into an assisted living. Now she's 88. Yeah, she's 88 years old. Her memory isn't what it used to be. But she can get up and walk around. She doesn't need physical help. She needs help. They bring her medication. They know when she needs it. And they make sure she doesn't wander off or forget where she is, things like that. And it's a beautiful place, beautiful. Now, my brother, on the other hand, is in a rehab at the moment. He also has memory issues, but he also has physical issues. But he can walk with a walker. So if he could afford assisted living, which unfortunately he can't, and he has a Social Security check that comes every month, plus a pension from a New York City job, and he still can't afford what assisted living charges. But a nursing home will take him. They take all his income minus a small stipend that they give him back each month. And they would accept him. I mean, we're just going through this. It's unbelievable. They're taking from him almost as much as an assisted living would charge. But almost as much isn't good enough. The whole healthcare system is so crazy. And I'm not even getting into what we're going through with Bird. So what I'm going to say is, if anyone is thinking about saying, I know I'm going to need assisted living, don't put it off too long. Because here, if you're in there and you get worse, they'll keep you. But if you get worse before you try to go in, they won't take you. Makes no sense. Anyway, I hope you guys talk about something happier than what I brought up. But there's my story, because we're in the middle of going through this for many reasons. So Mama Pray is going to leave now. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your life. Whatever it is, make the best of it. And I have no reason to hit Bird over the head with a paper towel now, but I might just do it because I feel like it. I got to smile. All right, guys. Take care.
Thank you, Mom. There you go, Kronos. I'm okay. JP's insurance is a scam. Dan Van says, yep, Kronos. Seth was born in 1973. Pleasant Valley Picker says, Gorilla's Random Thoughts. You're doing Waltons tonight? Watched The Substitute, and it was great. Kronos asks, who's the father, Fool or Deej? And JP says both. Oh my God. Kronos says, hey to Jay. Daniel's Hot Topics says, last year this month, they killed off Michael Myers in Halloween Ends, the Halloween saga, October 1978 to 2022. Laurie Strode has been hunted and has been running from Michael for 44 years. Gorilla says, not tonight to PvP. JP says, hey to Crapnos, meaning Kronos. Pleasant Valley Figure says, the Gorilla, thoughts okay? To Gorilla's Random Thoughts. Okay, thanks for letting him know. Anti-Derivative Jill says, hello, listening and driving. Thanks for hanging out today. You're awesome. Thank you, Jill. I barely spoke. I'm sorry. It wasn't a whole lot to say, but you had a very good panel. So all was very cool. And again, thank you for having me. Chrono says to JP's doesn't hate me. And he says, hey to Jill. And JP says he does not hate Kronos. Kronos says, I forgot the Spartacus. Jill, yes, what's a Gen Zia? Says, hey to Mamo Pray. JP says, assisted living and old age homes take and take until they no longer have any money. Well, Mamo Pray kind of explained the difference here. But yeah, they take and take and take. They take. The Itchy and Scratchy Show. Pleasant Valley Picker says, yes, privacy is the big one. As well, I'd have to sell off most of my stuff. Yeah, I get it. I do. Chrono shows, woohoo. Schwario, hey Schwario. Schwario put out a video today. A Super Mario Brothers video, 30-second video. Check it out. Schwario says, Kapla Bird. Hope you and the family are doing well today. I hope you are doing well today, Schwario. Pleasant Valley Figures is letting go of a lifetime of stuff is hard. Yeah, I guess so. It's got to be. I don't know. I would find somebody to probably give my stuff to change your life, having a house full of stuff, and then to move into an assisted living where they say, okay, you can bring in like one box for everything. You know, you got to go and you look over a lifetime of memories, and you've got to take only the top 10%, maybe 5% by volume. And what do you say goodbye to? Do you say, well, just Jesus Christ. I'm thinking about that now. I mean, my house is full of precious memories, but they're only precious to me. I mean, if I ever had to leave in a hurry, God forbid, do I really need my grade school report card? I mean, nobody else gives a shit about them except me and Mama Frey. There's so much, all the shot glasses I bought in every little, town I visited over the years. Nobody gives a shit. They're not worth anything to anybody. Books, DVDs, physical media. We're talking about it. We're just talking. JP says, oh, it's not better in Canada. Chrono says he blames Canada. Jedi Bill says, hello, Mom O'Prey. Love you and your stories. She says, thank you. And she hopes you're feeling well. Andy Garcia with 4 coffees and a pair of shades. Welcome, Andy. JP says the healthcare system has been broken since the 80s in Canada. Pleasant Valley Pickers is good advice. Mom will pray. Canada has a great healthcare system. Obviously, like the United States, there seems to be some division on that opinion. Chrono says thank you. JP says no, it doesn't. It's absolutely horrible. And Words and Pictures is good information and advice from Mom will pray. Positive, uplifting wish for us at the end too. Thank you. Pleasant Valley Pickers is anyone who says otherwise is ignorant or has a political agenda. Well, I'm sure there's openings on both sides. Chrono says that was a mom rant. Oh, pray. But PvP says, JP's, you are wrong. Andy Garcia says, huge love, Mama Pray. I'm up for Social Security next week on 25, getting up there. Thanks for the info. JP says, really ignorant, 35 plus years having to deal with shitty Canadian healthcare system. And I'm the ignorant one. PvP says every time he's at a medical appointment scheduled, the healthcare folks have been professional and thorough. That's what his experience with Canadian healthcare has been first rate. If your mileage is different, my sympathies. I would imagine it's probably different for different people. Some people probably are lucky to have great, nothing to complain about, whereas other people have had nothing but complaints. And it can be the same people in the same country could come off having completely different opinions about the same healthcare system. Dan Ben says, if you were famous or celebrities, someone might care about the report card. I suppose that's true. Dan Bennett's like Paul McCartney from the Beatles, anything he's ever written to get money at auction. JP says, it sounds like you don't live in the armpit of Canada. and PvP is the armpit, it must smell bad. Yeah, I don't know what the armpit of Canada is, but it's not where you want to be in any country. PvP says the local hospitals here are top rated. Stanley's Canadian healthcare system is great for emergency treatment. Not sure about long-term care. JP says, of course, it's Winnipeg, and it always smells like piss here. Kapla Karoga, says Dave G. Sound. Kapla, Dave G. Stanley says, it's nice knowing you can just go to an emergency room and get life-saving treatment for free. That is nice. In the United States, you can go to the emergency room and they'll give you the treatment, but then you got to figure out how to pay. And you get the bill. If you have to pay a little bit per week or per month for the rest of your life, I wonder how often they keep treating you before that bill keeps getting higher and higher. Knock wood, I haven't come. Well, let's put it this way. In my case, when my insurance ran out, they applied for Medicaid on my behalf. So they would just keep getting paid regardless of my inability to pay at the time. So, PvP says, check out the new Rolling Stones song with Paul McCartney on bass. Bite My Head Off is a great rocker. Stanley says they do charge if you need an ambulance, though, for some reason. Yeah, well, you get charged for an ambulance in the United States, too, unless you've got the right insurance. Nemesis of Eden says, Kapla Bird, I hope you're doing well today. Well, Nemesis, I appreciate it, but I am not. It's been a tough day. I'm on some antibiotics, and it is what it is. Dave G. Sound says, so far, if I didn't have good insurance, my hospital and doctor would be near $80,000. Dave G., I went through that in a day. A couple of days and all. That's barely. My insurance maxed out at $1 million back in 2009 and 2010. And then they billed Medicaid another $1 million. And then there was this one time I just needed IV antibiotics. And it was over $100,000 for one hospital visit. PvP says, my mom and I have been in ambulances and never got charged a penny there. I guess your different provinces have different bills. Stanley is relatively content, found a little baggie of something he didn't know he had. Lol. Nemesis of Eden says, tough days are hell, but there is always tomorrow, plus the chat to keep you distracted. Thank you, Nemesis. Stanley's got sunshine in a bag. Good for you. Good for you, I guess. Not my thing, but it helps. It helps. So it is October 20th. There are 19 days listed. I'm going to tell you, today might honestly be the most boring day on the calendar. It is October 20th, World Osteoporosis Day. Information Overload Day. International Chef's Day. Miss American Rose Day. I don't even know what the hell that means. National Brandied Fruit Day. Get ready to dig in as we celebrate National Brandied Fruit Day. What fruit you put in brandy? National Day on Writing. Nothing's quite as scary as staring at a blank page, but you can do it. I was going to try to make something interesting of National Mammography Day, but we'll just early detection means early treatment and the difference between life and possible death. So, National Youth Confidence Day. Learn about some of the young people in history that accomplished great things. Okay. The SWN Festival. Actually, it's W with a funny line over top of it. I don't know what the hell it is. Festival with amazing music, fun, and activities. It is Talent Transformation Day. Talent Transformation Day highlights societal and workplace developments from new technology and business models. Like, what the fuck? World CRISPR Day. Ever wonder whether there's a technology that can cure all genetic conditions? Is that a joke? A technology that can cure all genetic conditions. I'm assuming that they're going to say yes. And finally, World Statistics Day. I would assume they're going to say 50% of all statistics are made up on World Statistics Day. World Statistics Day, discover the relevance of statistics in your everyday life. The relevance of statistics, if you say so. Yeah, so like I said, pretty dull picking of days today. So yeah, I don't think we're going to go through them any more than we have. Okay. So with that, let's do a really quick Wordle. Somebody put in a 5-letter word for Wordle, and I will play it, and we'll see if I can get Wordle. Will give us 2 minutes. Stanley says, never tell me the odds. Nemesis of Eden says, no, CRISPR wants to create organs and cure diseases and stuff, allegedly. Dave G says, calligraphy is for names on diplomas. PvP says, these days are often pretty weird. Dave G says, nice fountain pen or a quill. JP says, I'll be impressed when they bring back calligraphy. Dave G says they're bringing back cursive, apparently. Dan Ben says, I'm glad I didn't go to school and write essays. JP says, who the hell writes anymore? It's all typing. So arise. JP's puts in the first 5-letter word, arise. Okay. A solid option, and all we got was an R in the wrong place. JP's puts in plate, but no, because too many letters overlap. Frown, FROWN. I mean, I'll put it in even though the R is still in the wrong place. At least the other letters are all different. Okay, so we got an R and an O. Cody guy wants sinus, creep, Jedi Bill, crown, PvP. Well, we can't do crown PvP. It's pretty much the same as frown, and the R and the O are in the same spot. So let's see. Pork, PORK. No, S. S is already used. Poker. Well, there's no E. There's no E. But it does put the O and the R in different places. Yeah, whatever, we'll try it. Okay, we know where the R is, and we know where the O isn't. If the O isn't the first or the last, is it the second from last? A, E, I, O, U. Run. Rumor. RUMOR. So it has to start with O. O. A word that starts with O and has a U in it, but the U is not the second letter. But it ends in R. That's a tough one. It's a tough one. No, it's not flower. The O isn't the second. There's no O in the middle. So the O has to start with O. Dave G. Sound, I have to go play music for a bit. See you around somewhere on the tubes. Take care, Dave G. PvP to the clown with a crown and a frown. And JP says that describes Trudeau. Let's see. O. What is a word that starts with O and has a U in it? And ends in an R. Oven. I know it's not ovens, but O. OUCH. Oucher. OUVER. That's no E. There's there's no E. O U. No, there's no I. There's no I. I don't even, I'm throwing this one away, guys. I'm throwing this one away. You might as well just tell me, Mom. It never occurred I would throw it away. Okay. Huh? It never occurred that I would throw this occur, occur. Oh, wow. Yeah, I would not have gotten that one. I would not have gotten that. Okay. Oh, well. So, moving on, there is, so TV episodes, I've been watching. I just got notice that a new series has restarted on Amazon. One I watched the first 2 seasons of, and the 3rd season just came back. It's called Upload. It is about, it's about a guy who dies, but in the future, they're able to save your memory and put you into a virtual life on a computer server, and you have like a virtual house, like an assisted living, actually. And they charge out the ass for it. But it basically, it's a comedy, drama, sci-fi, where basically giant corporations like Amazon set up their own servers so to take people, so your loved ones don't ever have to die, but you have to pay them or set up some way to pay them in perpetuity for access to all the cool things in the afterlife. And if you don't have anybody paying for you, then you end up in like the really cheap seats where you don't even get to be alive 24 hours a day. You get limited to like a little room, and you get like 1 hour of recreation time a day, like whatever the legal minimum is. Anyway, it's really funny. Like I said, it's up to the 3rd season. They released 2 episodes today, and I don't know how many episodes there were in the previous season, like probably 6 or 8. I guess we'll see. Upload season 2, 7 episodes. So 7 episodes of season 2, and 10 episodes. Okay, 10 episodes of season 1, 7 episodes of season 2, and so far 2 episodes of season 3. I don't know how many there will end up, but every Friday morning they're releasing a new episode. So I haven't watched those 2 episodes yet, like I said, but I would suggest checking it out based on the first 2 seasons. It's something worth watching. It's it is what it is. I think it's fun. We'll see. We'll see what the third season brings, whether I do a full recommendation video or not. But it's worth checking out. JP will be right back for laundry. And wizard Captain Finity is in the house. Kapla wizard Captain Finity. So, as you guys know, it is Halloween. Halloween is coming up soon. And Nephew O'Prey has got his mind made up what he wants to be for Halloween. It is a little problematic. And to be honest, I'm not 100% sure if Sis O'Prey is going to support it or what. But you guys can figure out. No. Jedi Bill puts in a link to his horror cinema, presents the Monster Squad, starting in an hour. Check that out. No, Mom O'Prey. I was talking about Nephew O'Prey's Halloween costume choice. I'm about to. So Nephew O'Prey decided Nephew O'Prey loves numbers, obsessed with numbers. He counts up, counts down. He loves clocks. He counts in English. He counts in Spanish for some reason. But he loves his numbers. So Nephew O'Prey has decided that he wants to go on Halloween as a number. And what number has my nephew settled on? Of the 100 numbers between 0 and 99. And that's not to say he needed to limit to just those numbers, but the infinite number of numbers between 0 and 99 in truth. Nephew O'Prey decided at 3 years old, mind you, he wants to go as the number 69. Exactly. Cody Guy got it. Jedi Bill says 7. JP said 5. No, not the family tradition of 5. 69. Gorilla got it too. JP said 0.
Now, he really wants this.
He really, really wants 69.
I was going to take a white T-shirt and put the numbers on, but I don't know.
Words and Pictures is laughing his ass off.
How do you tell
JP
him?
is to say WTF. How do you tell him no?
He likes them because they're the same, upside down, and
He likes it because it kind of looks like that, Chinese
yin yang.
yin yang thing.
you know.
JP says the kid is damn hilarious. Dan Ben says so at both ends. Yeah, so Nephew of Prey wants to be the number 69 for Halloween. Sis of Prey has been trying to get him to change his mind, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do. Jedi Bill says, but the answer is always 42. Well, not for him, Jedi Bill. Not for him. For him, the answer is you know, if he had watched Wayne's World, right, or what's that? Um, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Bill and Ted. Yeah, if he had watched Bill and Ted or something, I could understand, but he didn't. JP says, get him a football jersey with the number 69 on it. Problem solved. Yeah, we could do that. There's plenty. I don't know about kid sizes, but Jim's Landscape, Commodore Productions says, hello, Jim's Landscape, Commodore Productions. JP says, or a Mets or Yankee jersey with 69 on it. Gorilla says it went up to 96 because of inflation. Or Rangers or Islanders. Yeah, I guess sports. Ciso Prey probably didn't think of it. And of course, neither did I, because we're not sports people. But I guess that would be the most natural way to have 69 on a kid's Halloween costume. Though I suspect the parents will be suspicious of why, and they're going to think, oh my God, why would they choose to put that number in kid's Halloween costume? No, the kid picked it. Sure he did. Sure he did. Jim's Landscape LLC puts in a link to a new Alien video. What up, Mama? Right.
Click on football jersey.
Oh.
$110.
$110 football jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want a real jersey, maybe. JP says the Niners jersey has the number 69 on it. Oh, the Niners. The Deep Space Niners. The DS9 baseball team, Mama Pray. You remember that episode? Take me out to the hollow suite. To the hollow, yeah. I don't believe you can get a DS9 baseball team with a custom number. Probably not before Halloween at this point. Maybe had we thought about it a month ago, but yeah, I don't think you can get it anymore. It's probably too late. But yeah, I thought it was funny as heck. But Amazon. Child jersey 60 Oh my God. I feel if I'm going to be put on a list. Child Jersey 69. That is not something you want in your search results. Sports legends. Automotive apparel. Oh, Impala, Firebird. Uh, None of these say child. Oh, youth. Youth. Yeah, okay. But yeah, okay. They do have Amazon fashion. Yeah. Add to cart. Select size. I mean, it's just basically a white t-shirt with the number on it. It's good. Yeah, I'll send you the link.
Okay, send me.
Okay, guys, thank you. That might come in handy. Cody, guys, is Eiffel. I don't know about that.
Message it?
No, I didn't send it yet, Mama Pray. Sorry, I wanted to make sure it wasn't going to be on screen. Okay. Now I sent it. Facebook. Okay, let's go ahead and go to Dear Bob. JP says there's a joke, but I'm not going there. Dan Van says maybe you can buy a t-shirt with one of the members and then the trousers with the other number. No, probably not the best, but thank you. Dear Bob, what color is the wind? Well, I'll say the obvious answer is clear. The obvious answer is clear. But the less obvious answer is it depends on the source of the wind. If the wind is from somebody's backside, it might be brown. So mostly clear, but possibly brown. So beware the brown wind. Beware the brown wind. So speaking of brown wind, one of the things I was least proud of in my life, not to be honest, it probably doesn't rank in the top 10, but it's worth remembering. So as you may or may not have known, one of the things I did during college was I was a member of a fraternity. Now, it was a professional engineering fraternity as opposed to a social fraternity. But, lines were blurred. We were still all considered ourselves friends. We hang out. We were sociable. We went to our own parties. We had our own events. But being a professional fraternity, we were co-ed. We had to be legally. So, which was fine because, I liked girls, and the more girls around, the better. Um, and so one particular year, we had this, and I would venture to say all the guys would have agreed, but this one exceptionally attractive girl joined. I wasn't listen, yeah, she was attractive, but she was so far beyond my me. I wouldn't even have considered her as a possibility. So I had no problem talking to her because it's like, you're so out there. It's not, I'm not even going to consider you as dateable material. And she was a little bit older. She had gone away and then came back to school. She had had a business. I think she had been married and then divorced or something, but she was a little bit older than the rest of us. She had a lot more experience in life than, those of us who had just come from high school to college. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't that she had her life. She had a year or two between college and high school that she did a couple of things, and then she was coming to college. So she had, some experience at life, but that some real world experience is a ton of experience compared to somebody who didn't, just came from high school and went right to college. Um, she was mature. She was attractive. She was down to earth. She was super nice. Anyway, her name rhymed with windy. And so when it came time that we had to think up nicknames for all the new brothers, as they were called, um, I suggested Windy so that her name could be Windy, let's just say Swindy. And she's like, why? Why would you call her that? I was like, just because it's hilarious. And it was a big debate amongst the brothers as to whether her nickname would be Windy, Mindy, or not. And I was really close. I had like 48% of the vote, but not quite enough. And there were people getting so angry because they were afraid she would leave. If they said if that's her nickname, she might walk away from that. I knew she wouldn't, but I just thought it would be hilarious. Everybody would think she would get that name because she farted or something, but she didn't. She didn't. I just thought it would be funny. And so, yeah, it was not my happiest time to just suggest that as somebody's name, just to kind of cut them down to size. But I'll be honest, I never heard her fart. I never did. And to be I lost. I lost that battle. Her nickname was something completely different. Uh, she she went on to be a very nice member of the fraternity, and I hadn't thought about it in a long time. But yeah, apologies to you, Mindy, if you ever hear this. Yes, I wanted your nickname to be Windy, so you'd be Windy Mindy, and people would think you had farted or something at an inopportune time. But it never turned out that way. I guess I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad the other brothers complained as much as they did, because if it had been up to me, you would have been Windy Mindy. Tim Chris is you like girls, as in you don't like girls anymore. No, I still like women. JP says, damn it, Tim. And Tim is lolling. JP says, so she was basically seasoned. It was the TNG versus TOS debate level, yes. Tim Chris is Windy Mindy, that whistle between the ears. LDG says Windy Mindy is better than Joe Blow. That is true. I was named after Andre the Giant in The Princess Bride. That was my nickname in college. Gorilla says Timmy. Dear Bob, what is your favorite YouTube channel? Birdo Pray 5. The Birdo Pray 5 channel. Close second, Birdo Pray 5X. Birdo Pray 5X channel. But yeah, other than the Birdo Pray 5, the Birdo Pray 5X channel, it varies. It varies. And you guys know I love Doomcock, but mostly his Friday Night Frolics videos. Those are where he really shines. That's true Doomcock. The other videos, not so much. I really couldn't care less. Could not care less about Kathleen Kennedy or Marvel these days. So I don't worry about those videos. But Friday Night Frolics, that is a very entertaining person. Although for hours watched, almost every night, I end up watching some type of random video about quantum physics or gravity or some random 2-hour long science video. And I'm probably not even subscribed to whatever channel I'm watching. I would. JP's his nickname in high school was Ogre. Good for you, JP's. Good for you. So favorite YouTube channel, Birdo Pray 5, Birdo Pray 5X, And I guess we could round it out with Mamo. Dr. Scotty says no mention of Salty's channel. Well, Dr. Scotty, the question was, what was my favorite YouTube channel? So, no, listen, I love Salty too, but he's not my favorite YouTube channel. He's a friend, but I'm sorry, it's not up there. And the truth is, my channel really isn't my favorite either. I don't listen. I generally don't listen to my own channel. I gotta say, every week, I probably put in the 5 or 6 hours. The Doomcock video. Hi, Sassy. Yes, Mama Pray, we got a delivery.
The Computer Factory wants you to get the competitive edge with the Apple rebate sale. Purchase a qualifying Apple system now and get cash back. Buy the Apple IIgs for only $549 after Apple rebate, or the Apple IIc for only $549 after rebate, or the powerful Macintosh Plus for only $1,449 after Apple rebate. Hurry in to your nearest Computer Factory store for their lowest prices of the year on Apple. Plenty of stock on hand at all Computer Factory locations.
Break free and feel. Feel how splendid you are with the fragrance created by Gloria Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, a rich, expressive fragrance that reveals to the world just how splendid you are. Vanderbilt, let it release the splendor of you, Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt, let it release the splendor of you. That is a weird one. Okay. Let's go back to the chat. Yeah, no mention. Salty. LDG says expensive paperweights, plenty in stock. So guys, it is, what's a rebate? Says Dan Ben. That's where you buy something, you pay full price, but then you mail them something and they mail you back some money. You get a rebate. So it's like a coupon, but you get the money back after you've already paid full price. I don't know if you really don't know what a rebate is or not. They've become a lot less useful today. Now that people buy things from Amazon, rebates are a lot less common. They were more common when you would buy things from a physical store. Dan Ben says, I got bullied at school with people making an animal sound because of my surname. I'm sorry to hear that, Dan Ben. JP says, Vanderbilt, the aroma of world domination. Dan Ben says, I'm not sure we have them in England. Okay, yeah, so now in the United States, we've had them for the longest time. Let's say you were buying a television set. And I say the television set was $100. Well, let's say Sony was offering a $10 rebate, or perhaps Sears, the store you were buying it, may be offering the rebate. So depending on whether the manufacturer was offering the rebate or the store was offering the rebate, you would first have to buy the item. You would have to usually cut off the UPC code from the box to prove you purchased the item. And then you'd make a photocopy of the receipt, and you would mail all of that to an address that the store would give you after you purchase the item. And then in 4 to 6 weeks, you would get a check back in the mail for the $10 or whatever. Like, if it was a $10 rebate, you'd get a check back. So even though it cost $100 to buy the TV, you got $10 back by a rebate. Today, they still do rebates on occasion, but like if you do a rebate online on Amazon, most of them are called instant rebates, and they're basically just the same as a coupon. So you get an instant rebate, and they just take the $10 off before you order. That I haven't seen an actual mail-in rebate in years and years and years. Hakeem says, I don't see rebates or rain checks anymore, or layaway. Tim Christ says, at our local hardware store, Bernard's, they do rebate percentage based on the amount you spent on your coupon. I think it's 10%, and you just mail your receipt code to get to the website. Shay Fees is a TV for $100, and it must be made by Snowkey. Sony Guts. Sony was the best. Sony used to make the best stuff. Okay, Sony was better than Apple. For the longest time, I was a Sony fanboy. Still am. I still am. Not what they used to be, but they used to be number one. Sony's fall from grace is very sad. Most unfortunate. Back when they had PlayStation 2, they had the best stuff. Anyway. Dan Ben says, my mom says we do have rebates in England. Yeah. Okay, cool. Probably not as much as you used to. I could understand not knowing what they were. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to call it a day here. I got to get myself feeling a bit better. We're fighting the good fight. JP says Bird King of the Trinitron. Yeah, that was a good. I tell you, my boss, and this was circa 2001, he wanted the biggest TV. the biggest TV that anybody could buy. And the biggest TV at the time that was commercially available in the United States of America was a 71-inch, a 71-inch available from Sony. And I had to go up to the Sony outlet store, in upstate New York, about probably an hour north of the city, hour and a half maybe, hour and a half north of New York City. Me and one of his nurses, we rented a U-Haul truck. We went to the outlet store and we bought not one, we bought two 71-inch Sony televisions and brought them back to his house in New Rochelle, New York. And I set them up for him in his bedroom. He had one in front of him and one to the side. So he could, and each one had its own direct TV package. So he could watch a movie. That was his goal. He wanted to be able to watch a movie on one TV and have a football game going on the other. And he did it. It was only money, and he had plenty of money. So we made it happen for him. And then he got the same TVs for his California bedroom as well. Just crazy. Crazy. And he stayed with that 71-inch TV until he passed away. He did eventually get, there was an 85-inch plasma screen that he eventually got for a newer house that he had bought. But he didn't want to change out the TVs in his bedroom because they built the furniture around the 71-inch TV. So we couldn't fit the 85-inch in after the fact. No, these were 16 by 9. They were HD 16 by 9. They were projection. They were HD projection. Two blondes, one TV versus two brunettes on the other. Maybe I wasn't there for it all, but that's quite possible too. He did have quite the collection of physical media, if you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Kapla all bird out.